Forest Hill Central made it to Ford Field in 2022 for the first time in school history, and just the second time in program history they played in a state championship game, the other one being 1994. And we're wrapping up the first week of high school football practice at the home of the Rangers. Brett Bakita, it's been an incredible run for Forest Hill Central, but it does not appear to be anywhere near over. They have a great senior class, a bunch of guys back, and talking to them, they came right out and said it. They have not forgot that they were not competitive in that Division II state final in November.
No, and I'm so impressed with what this program has done the last 3 or 4 years. Not only individual talent and players, they've moved on to the next level, and maybe some that could have played college football but are going for other sports. But you look at who they've got coming back, and a Mason McDonald, a Ty Hutkins, a JT Hartman. I mean, it seems like he should have graduated 3 years ago, right? They've got a lot of pieces, a lot of weapons, as many as anybody. But a loss to Warren De La Salle, I think arguably one of the top 3 programs in the state, regardless of division. They've won 4 of the last 6 state championships in Division II, and we know all about Dan Roan. The last 2, he's been their head coach. They lost his first year. So I think it's perfect for Forest Hill Central. They needed something going into the season. Every team does, and so now they've got that, and they're in Division III this year.
Well, and talking to the players currently, that's motivation. It's mattered in this offseason.
I mean, it's my wallpaper on my phone to remind myself every day of that game. It's the score, 52-13. But yeah, we really look back at it. Every time we lift, we think of it, and yeah, it's making us the best version of ourselves.
We've been working extra hard in the weight room and out here in the summer, just trying to get better. We have a lot of respect to them. They're a really good team, but I feel like with Division III, we'll look at some other teams and just keep our focus there.
But just that mindset of one game at a time, not worrying about 3 games ahead, just taking it 1 week at a time and going week by week and just putting our head down and grinding hard.
We started off camp talking about we're only good as our last game, and we're on a losing streak right now. So we're not real happy with how the season ended, you know. And then you hear things like, "Well, at least you got there," and that's the most unsatisfying comment ever. I told them I don't ever want to hear anybody in our program say that. So it was great to get there without a doubt, but really an empty feeling the way it ended. Really good football team, maybe arguably the best team in the state of Michigan, De La Salle was, but we didn't want it to end that way, so we're looking forward to starting anew here in 23.
61 wins the last 7 years for Forest Hill Central. That matches the best 7-year stretch in program history with the 91 through 97 teams. 17 straight OK White wins, 3 straight OK White titles. I mean, this program has done it, and they want to keep it going.
And you look at right now, I mean, going into the OK White, right, they had rivalries with East Grand Rapids, with Lowell. There's been some coaching changes there. Again, you go back to the consistency with Tim Rogers, getting ready for his 12th season here at Forest Hill Central. Before that, he was at Catholic Central and a college coach. So he's got a great pedigree. He's got a great staff he's kept intact, and they're the favorites again in the OK White in my mind. It's just a matter of who's going to challenge them. Will it be Byron Center? Will it be East Grand Rapids? Or will Lowell, with some of their athletes, be able to try to challenge this year?
Well, tonight at 10, I'll check in with Mark Sisko's Byron Center Bulldogs, and next week we're off to Whitehall in the West Michigan Conference to check in with the Vikings. For now, we'll send it back to the studio.